Hi, my name's Shannon Hanna. I'm a graduate student with UC CEIN. I'm based in Santa Barbara and work in Dr. Hunter Lenahan's lab. I've been with the group for about 3 years now, and I work in ecotoxicology. So my work is examining how nanomaterials impact the environment, and that's not an easy thing to look into. So we use organisms that really shape their environment to expose to nanomaterials and see the effect on them, which will then have a pretty strong impact on other organisms in the communities. So I use the marine mussel, which is really abundant in rocky intertidal ecosystems. And it's important in the ecosystem because, for one, it filters. It's essentially the filter of the ocean. They take in anything suspended in the water column and excrete it, and what they excrete is available to the organisms that live in the mussel communities to feed on, and they create increased surface area for other sessile organisms to attach to them, like barnacles and things like that. And they bring moisture into higher levels of the coastal environment so that organisms that live in the marine ecosystem can actually live further into the terrestrial environment. I just finished kind of a dual experiment that I've been working on for the last few months. It was exposing mussels to copper and carbon nanotubes. And those are really important because carbon nanotubes are being incorporated into a lot of structural things like tennis rackets, things like that, and can make their way into dumps and then eventually into the marine environment. And copper is really used in a number of different paints, especially for anti-fouling boat bottom paints, so it's pretty obvious how that can get into the environment. And when I exposed the mussels to those, what we found was that copper really impacted growth and feeding rate and things like that, but the carbon nanotubes didn't. So actually, my wife and I just had our first child, a daughter, just 2.5 weeks ago. So I haven't been to the office as much as I should have been, but I guess that's to be expected with a newborn. We're learning. It's a learning process. We've kind of adjusted to somebody being awake most of the time. My wife's a night owl, so she stays awake till 2 in the morning, and I'm a morning person, so I wake up at 4 or 5, and we just kind of go with the flow. We're hoping in a few more weeks she'll sleep more, but I'm trying to finish my dissertation in a couple months, which I'm trying, drinking a lot of coffee.